Hi everyone, welcome back to my studio. Today we're going to do our Minutes on the Mat series, which is a series that I created with shorter workouts. Sometimes it's a full workout, sometimes we'll focus on certain movements, certain ranges of motion, and for today I'm going to do our Module 1 mat repertoire that we teach in our Basi Foundation program. It's a great workout. You can do it pretty quickly, and sometimes when I'm sitting in an airport and I'm waiting for that next flight, this is what I sneak into a corner and do. So I'm going to share it with you. So we'll start on the mat in our supine position, and I hope you enjoy it. So I come down. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to just take a look to make sure my feet are parallel. And I find that neutral position in the pelvis and the spine, and just kind of let my body relax, right? Coming into the moment, into the movement. And we start with our pelvic curl. So I'm going to inhale here. And as I exhale, I'm going to gently draw my abdominals in, tip that tailbone up, all the way up to the ceiling. For this first one, it's kind of a assessment of where my body is at this moment. I breathe in there, and as I exhale, I roll back down, and I'm trying to mobilize my spine. I inhale, I exhale, and I be very aware of, am I going right into my glutes? Because I really don't want that. I want to create this position with my abdominals, get my hamstrings working, and then at the top, yes, my glutes are going to get involved. I inhale, I exhale. Each one I want to try to go a little deeper. Inhale and exhale. I'm keeping my shoulders nice and open on the mat. I'm keeping those collarbones long. Inhale there and two more like that. I breathe in, I breathe out. I create this posteriorly tilted pelvis with my abdominals. I make sure that the legs are staying parallel, the hips aren't abducting. I inhale and let's do that one more time. I breathe in and all the way up. And I feel if my feet are staying evenly weighted. I inhale. I maybe try to go a little higher. Open up the front of my hips. I breathe in and exhale to come down. We're going to go into our single leg lifts. Great exercise. So I'm going to take my right leg into my tabletop. I'm going to try to make sure that knee stays at a nice 90-degree angle, and I'm going to bring the thigh in just a little closer than 90. I think of my anchor side. I don't want to roll onto that right side, so I know where to anchor. I know where to move. I inhale. I tap the foot. Again. Inhale to move from that hip joint. Exhale. Again, and I'll do 5 on each side. This is 3 and 2 more. Inhale. And 1 more. I lower that foot. I float that opposite side. Again, I'm going to take a little cheat because I want to look, make sure I'm in the right position. Now I'm going to anchor my right side of my trunk down. I inhale. I lower this left leg. Again, moving again from the hip joint. And 3. And 4. One more time. Hold this position. We go into our leg changes. I inhale. I exhale. Keeping my ribs from popping, keeping my pelvis in neutral. And let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Lower both the feet down for a moment. Take the arms up, turn the palms towards each other. Make sure that scapula is in neutral, right? I don't want to jam it down, but I don't want to abduct it. So find its home position. Let's open those arms out to a T. Palms are facing the ceiling. And 1 leg at a time, we're going to bring up to that 90-degree angle at the hip joint and the knee joint. I inhale. I exhale, moving in that transverse plane. Again. I make sure the shoulders are anchored and I'm pulling back with my trunk. I inhale, reaching the arms, give them energy, just not tension. And again, over. Feel that nice stretch through the front of my chest, which we all need. And let's do 1 more each side. And last one. Bringing 1 foot down at a time, back to the pelvic curl position with the legs. Take the hands, interlace them right underneath my head. And I just feel my head kind of being supported by my palms. They're working like a hammock. Elbows are open, but not to the point where I'm elevating the shoulders. I'm in that neutral pelvic position. I go into my chest lift. I inhale. I exhale. So I think of from my bra line all the way to the top of my head, almost moving in 1 unit. I pause, maybe try to go a little higher, and then I exhale, I come right back down. I go again, inhale, and I inhale, a little bit higher, and then exhale. Again, I inhale, I lengthen the back of my neck, I bring that whole shoulder girdle up and forward. I look straight through the legs, I inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more. We breathe in. We inhale and exhale. I really want to get some more height, so I'm going to give a little help to myself. I inhale. I exhale. Now just here, grab onto the thighs. Use your biceps. Just pull your body forward, stretching out the back extensors to allow a little bit more of the trunk flexors to come into play. Let's hold this position. Hands reach back. Now we're going to stay right there. Let's go into our chest lift with rotation. So I'm going to rotate, but I'm not going to let the pelvis rock or roll. And then I'm going to come back to center. And I'm going to rotate. I'm thinking flexion on the same side, rotation with the opposite. And I come back to center. Again, tough exercise to do, and I think sometimes tough to teach. Back to center. Rotation. I use the outside of the thigh as my guide. That's where I'm going to. And I come back to center. Again, rotate. Upper body. Elbow stays wide. I'd open my left elbow. I think I was pulling it forward. And center. Exhale. And center. 1 more each direction. Rotate. And then come center. Rotate. Come back to center. Let's take those hands behind. Pull your body forward just a little bit more. Oh, I love the new height, so we're going to do 2 more each side. Take the hands back to where they were. Oh, I got to keep it. Exhale. That's better. I can feel it. And rotate. Find that edge, take it there. And right, and center. Last time, left, and center. Now let's hold this position. Glide your right leg, glide your left leg. Make sure the adductors are working. And now reach those arms in line with your ears. And then we come down. I want you to allow everything to stretch out for a moment. Just feel your ribs maybe lifting. Stretch those abdominals out. Palms are facing each other. I bring everything back to its neutral position. We go into our Basi roll up. I inhale. I'm going to lead with my arms. I exhale. I roll. I feel that nice elongated C curve, right? I want to feel a lift but a curve. I breathe in there. And then as I exhale, it's not about coming down. It's about reaching long, finding each vertebrae, evenly moving, and then back. Again, so I inhale, I establish this chest lift position. I exhale, I round my spine. But I've got energy going both directions. I'm drawing the abdominals back, I'm reaching the arms forward, keeping the scapula at home, and then I'm coming back down. The entire time I'm kind of assessing my body, making little tiny adjustments. I inhale. I exhale. I inhale at the top and this is why I think it's so important that we keep working with other teachers, because I can't feel always if I'm in the right position. I need another eye. I inhale. I exhale. And let's do one more. I try to feel if I'm pulling to one side or the other. And I inhale. I maybe draw the abdominals up and back a little bit more. And then I slowly roll back down. All the way. I bring the arms around. I'm going to bring them down by my side. I'm going to draw my right knee into my tabletop. I'm going to reach it up to the ceiling. Now, flex the foot, but then just lift your chest up. So just lift. And now I'm going to just take a look. I got this great cue from my friend Jen in one time when I took her class. So just take a look at the leg. Make sure it's in correct alignment. Thank you, Jen. I come back down. I take the leg across into my leg circle. So I'm going to inhale for a circle and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do two more. Reverse. One and exhale. Two and inhale. Three and exhale. Four. Two more. Five and last one. And now plant our flex. Bend the knee. Float it down, give a little shake, and then draw that opposite side in. Lift it, flex the foot, now lift the chest. So taking a look, are we in the correct alignment? Anchor where we have to anchor. Keep that leg in parallel. I just had to fix my leg. I come back down. I inhale and exhale. Two more. Reverse. I think about the anchored side almost more than the moving side. I inhale and exhale. Two more. Now plant our flex. Take the leg to tabletop, but keep it there. Draw your other knee in. Reach those arms behind you. And we go into our hundreds prep. I inhale, prepare. I exhale. Now while I'm here, I'm going to take a look. I want to make sure I'm in the right position. As I'm inhaling, I'm reaching and rolling down. Again. And reach and roll. Again. Great preparation for our hundreds. And 2 more. No tension in the shoulders. And last one. Hold that position. I want you to lower 1 foot at a time. I want you to glide them out. Inner thighs are working. Palms are facing each other. And we do 1 roll up for a transition. As I exhale, I reach forward. I sit nice and tall. I'm going to scoot just a little bit forward. And I'm going to pull the feet in. And I'm going to go into rolling like a ball. So I want you to think of pulling your heels towards your sits bones. Even if you fall out of it. Elbows are relaxed. They're not pulling in. They're not pulling out. Kind of in the middle. Find my shape. Maintain my shape. And I inhale. I roll back. And forward. Again. Inhale. Again. I'm trying not to let my head drop back on the mat. So I keep this shape. There's no tension in the neck. And last 2. And last 1. Hold. Lower the feet for a moment and stretch the back. So important. Go into a straight leg position, flex the feet, and we go into our spine stretch forward. So I want you to get as tall as you can, even if it means you need to bend those knees, right? Here's my priority. I'm going to take those arms, reach them straight ahead. Palms are looking at each other. Scapula's at home. I inhale at the top. I exhale. I inhale. I think of lengthening. Can I get a little longer? My spine, my spring, right? I think of my spine like a spring. Can I lengthen it? And then I exhale. And I articulate back up. I inhale at the top. Exhale. So I'm thinking down, but forward. I inhale and again, inhaling and not changing my scapula. I'm flexing the spine. I inhale. I exhale, and I tend to drop my head a little bit too much, so I'm going to fix that. I could feel it. I inhale. So we have to find the correct amount of flexion all the way through. That's my goal, that I have this nice flex spine, but equally. I inhale, and I want to do 1 more because I feel like I need it. I inhale at the top and I'm going to think of the top of my head reaching forward. I breathe in. I come back up. I lift, 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 lift. Then I lift a little taller. I bring the legs together. Plantar flex, and I'm going to roll down all the way. I'm going to roll over onto my side. We're going to go into our side lifts. So I'm going to look straight ahead, so I'm not going to be looking at you guys right now. I'm going to find that position. So I'm going to bring the legs just slightly forward of my pelvis because I tend to want to use my back more than I should. So I want to encourage more oblique work. I'm going to bring this other hand here. Slightly activate the obliques on the bottom side. And now slightly bias towards a little bit of a tuck. As I exhale, I'm going to lift the legs. And I really want to think obliques, not just hip abductors. Obliques creating that movement. I come back down on the inhale. I exhale. And inhale. Again. We want to keep the legs from swinging behind us. When that lower back is tight or wants to overwork, overextend, it's going to pull your legs back. As we exhale, lateral flexion. And down. Let's do 2 more. Forgot to count. I think it's about 6 when we do these last 2, maybe 5 or 6. And down. 1 more time. Exhale. Lift as if I'm leaning my back up against the wall. Hold that position. Just make sure you're there. You're solid. Can you get your obliques to work just a little bit more? And then lower down. Come up. Swing the legs around. And we do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm going to lay down. I'm up against my imaginary wall. I'm going to slide the legs just slightly forward. Activate the obliques. Front hand is down. As I exhale, I'm going to lift. And down. Again. So I think of contracting on this top side, but not letting the pelvis go. And down. Again, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. And we all have a easier side than another. This is my easier side. This is my show-off side at parties. I lift. I don't let the back go. And I want to do 1 more because I feel like I'm wanting to go into my lower back. I'm wanting to arch. I'm not going to let that happen. And I come down. We roll over into our prone position. We do our first back extension. And to me, this is the most important, right? This is the foundation. This is what we build on. We have to have a solid foundation. So I'm going to have you bring your palms towards your hips. And now, elongate your lower back. Can you reach your tailbone towards your heels? Try not to squeeze the glutes too much. Pull both sides of your abdominals in. And now, as I inhale, I'm going to float. And it's not about height. Think more extension rather than elevation, right? Upper back. And then I'm going to come down. Again. I don't want too much extension in one area. I don't want it all in my cervical. I want nice, even movement. And down. Again. I lift. I'm reaching. My arms are actually kind of sliding down towards my feet as I lift. I make sure the shoulders are open. And down. And we have 3 more. We lift. I allow my spine to lift. And down. Give me 2 more. I lift up, opening the front, elongation. And 1 more. I lift. Hold it there. Bend the elbows. Stay lifted. Just hold it. Feel it in your body. Now try to keep this position without pushing down into your arms. They're on the mat, but they're not pushing down. It's your upper back. Your upper back is working. Maybe lift a tiny bit higher, just a little bit. And then flex your spine and pull back. into your rest position. Hold that. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And gently roll it up. And now you're ready to go catch that airplane or do whatever you need to do. Have a great day, you guys. See you next time. Bye.